It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got a couple teams searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Panthers out for their first possession and leading the offense in his first season with the team, quarterback Baker Mayfield.
And if there's a quarterback in the NFL who didn't need any extra motivation, it was certainly Baker Mayfield, because this young man already has a permanent chip on his shoulder to prove the doubters wrong. Being replaced and then traded from Cleveland, the team who took him number 1 overall, it only added considerable fuel to his fire. Now in Carolina, his entire focus is proving that he can be an elite QB and silencing all the noise.
They run on. Only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And I can't imagine this defense thought they'd see a play like this on 3rd and short. If you're going to beat a defense deep, you got to catch them when they're not expecting it. That was the perfect time to do it, and it paid off big.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble from 4 yards out. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former 2nd overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
After losing a starting job in Tennessee and playing as a backup in Las Vegas, many wondered if Marcus Mariota would get another shot to lead a team. Atlanta gave it to him this season as a bridge from Matt Ryan to the next era. Always a good runner. Don't discount Mariota as a playmaker who can win games for the Falcons. He did take Tennessee to the playoffs in his 2nd season and gained valuable experience in Las Vegas.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now, Charles, they're working with a short field, a chance to make this a 2-score game, and these guys haven't even worked into a lather yet here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, how about that? You score, you take it away, get an excellent return, and now you've got a chance to go up 2 scores in this game.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. He's got Anderson right side. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Mariota's throw taken in by Edwards. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
A trade sent Bryan Edwards from a very crowded Raiders depth chart to a much more open one in Atlanta. It's a great opportunity for the third-year man who was an excellent deep threat in limited opportunities with Las Vegas. He averaged 17 yards per catch over 45 career receptions in his first 2 seasons. He could more than double that career catch total in his first year with the Falcons.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals, but it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. You look at the final numbers, the Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th, certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 34 yards. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, Mayfield. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Thomas has got it, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On second down, Mayfield again. And that'll be caught downfield by Shenault. Down inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll run with Patterson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because
try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Koo now for the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he gets this up past the 30. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Falcons ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Mariota now. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. To return is Roberts. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Nifty move. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they have regained the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. A first down throw for Mariota. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here now Roberts. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Mayfield on 1st down. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now Mayfield. That's caught right side by Anderson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Falcons. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They'll go again with Patterson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Patterson running between the tackles. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota to throw it. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mariota. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw, Mayfield. Thomas has got it, complete. Working with a 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and. Mayfield looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
This is Anderson over the middle. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Mariota. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. From the 24, Mariota right back to Pitts again. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Mariota now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing is Mariota. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons will add to their 4th quarter lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Mayfield. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught at the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are back within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Matt Rule not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and challenge it. So Matt Rule able to challenge that one successfully. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Mariota. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mayfield.
And Thomas has it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Mayfield.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Give to Patterson running to the right. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are Mayfield and the Panthers. Down by 5, 36 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mayfield to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Baker. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.